Greetings, everyone. I came to you guys live. Welcome to Marcus Farrell Live. Um, and as I said before, if you have been a person who's been watching Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap, person who's been watching Benjamin Dixon channel, and I'm now streaming on the Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap channel, and also streaming on my own channel, Marcus Farrell. But right now, we're going live from Clickbaity and Marcus Farrell Live. So thank you for joining me. Today's topic is, hey, good afternoon to you too. Today's topic is why you should run for office. But before we even get started, if you haven't watched this before, at this point, if you're live, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button. Subscribe below. If you're on the Clickbaity channel, make sure you go over to the Marcus Farrell Live channel and subscribe. It's Marcus Farrell Live. And we're going to go ahead and, I guess, get started. But first, I wanted to thank everybody. And I see that Trump and Zelensky just got into it. I'm going to talk about that next week on Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap. But right now, I want to go ahead and just start talking a little bit about why you should run for office. People have this thing confused on like why people should run for office. And I want to start with the biggest myth. The biggest myth for running for office is that you have to be a multi-millionaire or a billionaire or a rich person to run for office. Now, I do suggest you have a job of some sort and some income to come in. But when it comes down to it, that's just take care of yourself, right? So, and if you see me looking down on this, I wrote down a few notes, and I'm going to expand on each one of them as I speak. Again, I hope everyone is having a great day. Welcome to Marcus Farrell Live. Like and share and subscribe. Why you should run for office, all right? Look, by the way, if you don't know who I am a 20-year political veteran. I've run multiple campaigns across the nation. I was Stacey Abrams' deputy campaign manager, Bernie Sanders' National Black Outreach Director. I was Alvin Brown's, worked for the Alvin Brown campaign, the first Black mayor of Jacksonville. I also was the chief of staff of the New Georgia Project. I've done community organizing, and I've also done electoral work. So thank you for watching me and my channel and coming to see why I want you to run for office, especially during a time like this. Right now, we need people. We really do need people to run for office because the current people in office suck. Not all of them, but a lot of them. They suck. And the people who watch channels like these, the people who gather information, the people who are most affected by politics are the people who need to run for office because they're the ones that understand the community the most. They're the ones that are the most affected by it. But unfortunately, and I mean this with all sincerity, unfortunately, we have a disconnect when it comes down to running for office because we feel like it's not attainable, right? We feel like it's not attainable. We feel like we can't do it. We feel like we shouldn't do it. Meanwhile, the people who are affecting our day-to-day lives are the main ones benefiting off of you not running against they sorry asses. That's right, you. You need to run against they sorry ass. I said it. If you don't like that, this is my channel. You should know what clickbait is all about. So let's get into it. Let's look at politics today. Let's look at who's in office. These are reasons why, right? The current landscape of America right now, the current landscape of your state right now. Unless you live in a heavily blue state, and even if you do live in a heavily blue state or a heavily red state, most Americans' issues are not being addressed by the current elected officials. They're just not. We can try our hardest to change our mentality about how we think politics is supposed to work, but that's just a thought about how politics is supposed to work. We are the reason why we need to run for office, so we can save our own communities, so we can save our own families. Right now, politics is literally a big bag of garbage. Right now, politics in America is a big bag of trash. I'm going to get to some of these notes right quick. But right now, politics is not in a place where it should be. Whether you're talking about state politics, city politics, local politics, rich people buy politicians, and rich people put politicians in office because they make you think that you can't do it. We need representation from ordinary citizens. We need the kind of representation from ordinary citizens that only you can provide. Your unique experience living the American day-to-day lifestyle is why you should be running for office. If you see a pothole, and I say this right now, there is a 90% chance, I'm not announcing, but there's a very big chance that I might be running for mayor of my own town. Hateville, Georgia, right? The next time. You know why? Because the trees are old as hell and they keep falling on people's houses, and I think the city should be doing something about it. That's the reason why I want to do something about it. Ordinary people who live the ordinary extent, the ordinary life, should be the main ones to be in this position of running for office. If you don't know how to run for office and you don't have money, please go to my other video and please watch How to Run for Office with No Money. That was the first video I dropped because I wanted to get rid of some misconceptions about you, my friend, running for office. There are support groups for you, almost like Alcoholics Anonymous. There are support groups that will help you win your elections. People who are looking for you, organizations that are looking for you to put their name behind you. I don't know which chat you could be in. You could be in either one of them. Sorry, guys. But there are organizations that will be more than happy to look for you, to seek you out, and to put money, resources, and people behind your campaign, and most importantly, endorsements. If you're a progressive person, then that means some of these unions. If you're a conservative person, that means rich bastards. But there are a lot of people who are willing to support your campaign, and I just wanted to say that. Why you should run for office. Now, let's get into that real quick. Empowerment. Here's the thing. Anybody can make a difference. Any one of you guys can make a difference. We tend to celebritize, if that's a word, celebritize people, right? These people are nobodies, and all of a sudden they become the famous person, a famous person because they run for office and they literally do nothing. If we're looking at the American government right now, if we're looking at Congress, and you look at the Democrats, you start saying to yourself, what are these people doing? If you ever looked at the Democratic Party and you happen to be a Democrat, and you say to yourself, what are these elected officials doing about the craziness that Trump is doing? If that's what you believe, then that means it's time for you to start thinking about running for office. Another thing is your stories, your personal stories. It's not only a platform piece, but your personal experience makes you a person that should run for office. You don't have to be a military veteran. You don't have to be an astronaut. You don't have to be a preacher of Martin Luther King's church. I am mentioning in particular people, and I'm not saying this by bad, but you could be the ordinary Joe and run for office. You could be an ordinary, normal human being and run for office. Y'all have to excuse me 1 second. I'm having a power issue. Don't know what is going on. So I might have to make this fast. Next. Overcoming barriers. This is the most important thing. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be rich or have a political degree to run for office. This is important. Local organizations and local training facilities. People like Tesla Figueroa, myself, online. There's so many things that literally talk about how you run for office and when. And there's so many organizations that are willing to train you and teach you how to run for office. I want y'all to get over this barrier that you can't run for office. I need people to start running for office like they are willing to go to the club at night. I need people to start running for office like they're willing to go to church on Sunday. I need people to start running for office like they're willing to cook breakfast in the morning. You change the conversation, right? We can look at some very successful people from political back that have no political background that ran for office. Raphael Warnock, AOC. I don't think she has a political degree, right? I don't think she was from that kind of family. There's so many folks, especially locally. Locally, it'd be some of the guys that be running for office. Then you guys are like, oh yeah, he has this degree and he's a lawyer and this, that, and the other. But he's not even really from the hood. He just moved to your neighborhood because it's gonna be easier for him to win because he knows that your ass ain't gonna run. He knows that you're not gonna run. But what if you're from the neighborhood? You already know more people. Don't endorse this person because they might not do anything, especially folks who just helicopter into your community. Don't do that. Do yourself a favor. Do yourself a real serious favor and run for office because you represent your own community. Now I'm gonna read off some things because I wrote this stuff down, so you have to excuse me, right? How to get started. Steps you need to take considering running for office. Research the position and understand your requirements. Build a support network of friends, family, and requirements. And community members. Engage with the community and listen to their needs and concerns. And it's not going to be that hard if you're from the community because you already know where everybody is. And develop a campaign strategy. I will have a video on campaign strategies coming up here within the next couple of weeks. Please come back and watch those videos if you're thinking about running for office. We will help you. I will help you. I will help you. I will help you. I will help you. A bartender needs to be a campaign manager. I see you. Had to post that one. A bartender needs to be a campaign manager. Not campaign manager, but a candidate for office and run for office. You know why bartenders need to? Because they get everybody lit and they know everybody. And they probably know everybody's secrets. Bartenders are the best. Oh, that was AOC. She was a bartender. That's right. That's right. You should run for bartender. Listen, it's very important for you to develop a strategy, a fundraising strategy, a campaign strategy, a volunteer gathering strategy, right? But it's important for you to go ahead and run for office. This is not going to be a very long video. I just wanted to put this out there because at this point, either you're sitting on the sidelines or you're actually doing the work. And I want you guys to start doing the work. So listen, I got a couple people on here. I don't know if anybody's watching. If you're watching this video later on, you got some questions, please go ahead and just mark this down in the question section. In the statements and the comments below. Again, like and share Marcus Farrell Live. Also, like and share and go over to Clickbaity Political Thirst Trap page. Hit that like button. I am looking forward to hearing your thoughts about what do you feel about running for office. So with that being said, hey, listen, I appreciate everybody watching today. I told you this was going to be a quick video, I know, buddy. I told you this is going to be a quick video, a quick live. Please have a good day and think about what office you want to run for, whether that is local election, right? City council, your own mayor, a state representative, a state senator, water board, right? Wherever you are, there's an office that you can run for and your mentality is needed and your voice is needed. One time for the one time. Thank you for watching Marcus Farrell Live. Appreciate you guys checking in. And also, always keep your mind right and your brain right so you can actually fight the fight. Peace.